Hey guys, Marcin here bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we have the TEQ LR BROLY EZA in the game now, so we are going to jump in and try him out on the new TEQ BROLY 200% Movie Bosses team and see how well he can do. So obviously mine is Rainbow Full level 10 links. Mine has a bunch of equips. I haven't changed them since his EZA was announced or anything, but obviously do bear in mind that new story event that we got based around the movie 10 where you can farm those crystals. You can exchange a bunch of stuff in the shop, including unique EX skill orbs for this guy, so I probably will have to get around and getting some of those, put those on him maybe for one of the future videos where we use him against some of the tougher bosses in the game. For now we're just in that red zone transformation boost like boo stage, the absorption one, because it's quite long, so it gives us a chance to really see what he can do. So his leader skill is now 4 key and HP attack and defense 150% for resurrected warriors, or extreme tech types 100%. I mean, the leader skill is not important, right? We're not really worried about using him as a leader. His 12 key super is raise attack for 1 turn, colossal damage to the enemy, greatly lower defense. And then his 18 key is greatly raise attack, which is an infinite stack, greatly raise defense for 1 turn, mega colossal damage to the enemy, and massively lowers defense. His passive, key 3, attack and defense 200%. He gets an additional 120% when performing a super, and an additional 120% if it's an ultra super. He gets an additional 50% attack when the target enemy is attack down or defense down. Then he gets 3 extra key and launches an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super when facing only 1 enemy, and a guaranteed additional super as well as 5 key when facing 2 or more enemies, and he transforms starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. So let's go ahead and take a look at him here. So turn 1 we have 262k defense. Now bear in mind, on his 18 key super he is going to get 240% defense, right? So if we times I guess 2.4, he's going to get another 630k defense on super. And of course he gets a 50% defense raise from his 18 key super anyway, so that throws about another 130 onto there. So he's going to be looking at being just over 900k, close to a million defense after doing his ultra super, which, you know, given the extra key that he gets, is pretty free here. He shares Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power with the new TEQ BROLY. Obviously, because he is Super Saiyan BROLY, it is an unfortunate first rotation. He doesn't share any links with the AGL Super Saiyan BROLY, but I guess it is what it is. It's just unfortunate that we had both of them on the same turn, because ideally our rotations going forwards now with this team would be the TEQ BROLY, the base BROLY leader in slot 1, and then we'd have this guy and the AGL BROLY on the other rotation, right? So they'd be the 2 slot 2 units. Or potentially even, because AGL BROLY, although he does stack attack, he doesn't need to stack as much as, say, Int BROLY, for example. So if Int BROLY's on the team, we'd probably keep him on rotation on the 2nd turn. So the additional from the passive, we only get a normal. We do get an additional, damn, the additional 12 key is still 18 million. So that is pretty good. Sadly, he doesn't get a defense raise on his 12 key, so he's not getting any extra defense. But as we said, he is at close to a million defense here on this turn. So he's going to be a unit similar to Int BROLY in the sense that he's going to be able to put out a lot of damage. He's going to be able to tank normals from most scenarios. But obviously, if he gets hit with a big super attack, he's potentially going to take a lot of damage. In his transformed state, obviously we'll go through his passive and everything that he does, but he does have a little bit less defense, but he does have guard. So it'll be interesting to see how that sort of plays out. Who got sealed? Oh, the Turles army. That's fine, we can put you in slot 1. Let Cellmax take some hits. Get you... And because, of course, we replaced... who did I replace on the team? Golden Freezer I was using for a run on some other event. I replaced him with the TEQ BROLY. So now on this team build for Movie Bosses, because the build I was running, we didn't have... Well, actually, I think AGL Freezer might be on there anyway. But when we're using, like, the Broly trio, or who was one of the other Movie Boss characters I was using? Not Harudagan, because he is on there. But TEQ BROLY is another character that's on Planetary Destruction. So this team build now does have the full 5 Planetary Destruction allies for the LR Team Turles, meaning they have the full 50% damage reduction. So that obviously works out nicely for them. And then Int Broly, obviously this isn't an ideal rotation for him, although we do have the support from the Turles army at least. But of course this is one of those events, we're not fighting a Pure Saiyan, Hybrid Saiyan or Movie Hero. So we just got the additional from his passive, which didn't convert to a super, and then the hidden potential, which was also not a super. So not a great turn one for Broly, but it is what it is. Okay, so my... Oh yeah, the friend unit can never be in slot 7. That is a thing. So I guess my one still has the damage reduction, so we might as well leave him, float the other one off, because there's no way he survives this turn. Well, I say that, but it is just... This Broly will be the only one that attacks. So do I want to transform the other one now? I guess when he comes back... Nah, he'll lose his damage reduction if we do. I think we can probably get away with not transforming. As long as he doesn't get supered at the end, he should be fine. Because he has guard, and like, was it like 200% attack and defense or something start of turn. But he loses the damage reduction after he's been on rotation once. That's why you ideally want to transform him after the first turn. But yeah, my one, of course, this is his first turn because he was in slot 7. 30 million on the 18 key. That's with no support, because we don't have any units that give like 2-turn support or anything like that. So 30 million. Then we get a 19.4 on the additional 12 key. So if we can get the hidden potential additional, we would break 20 mil, but we just kill him with a 12 million damage crit. So I mean, that's pretty good. And then Broly's going to be able to transform on his next turn. So yeah, I guess we just let Cellmax tank here. Keep getting some build up for Int Broly, and then do this. And then next turn we're going to have double Tech LR Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Which is the funny thing about the new one being Tech, is that, yeah, both the next rotation is 2 Brolys that are both LRs, both Tech, and both transforming into Legendary Super Saiyan on the next turn. I mean, that rotation, I shudder to think how much damage that rotation is actually going to do. Hopefully, the only problem, I guess, is against certain bosses, is if the new Tech Broly does too much damage, and then like this Tech LR Broly that has just got his EZA doesn't even get a chance to do that many attacks. Because the new Tech Broly definitely not a slot 1 unit, right? So that's what the new Tech Eat Broly's EZA. The new Tech worldwide. That's so confusing now, because we can't just say Tech LR Broly, because it is literally both of them. So Movie 8 Tech Broly, the new worldwide unit, is a slot 1 unit. Movie 10 Tech LR Broly is not a slot 1 unit. So still getting terrible RNG with Int Broly as well. We hate to see that. But yeah, I guess AGL Broly in slot 3 here is going to go nuts as well. So, I mean, he could kill him, which would be good. But he does have a lot of HP, so probably not. Because he gets an extra super being in slot 3. But yeah, it's not going to be enough, which is kind of annoying. Because yeah, that will be a situation that you can get into with this team, is doing too much damage. The only thing I guess we could hope for is on the next turn, no attacks in slot 1. But I don't think that's particularly likely here. But we'll see how the turn works out. Do we have the Turles army in slot 3 for the support? I'm not sure. Because, I mean, if he has enough start of turn defense, he does have guard. But obviously getting hit with a super would be GG. So yeah, AGL Broly doing all this damage, but unfortunately still not enough. I mean, I could put the Movie 8 Broly in slot 1 and deliberately not get an 18 key super and see if that will be enough for us to not kill. But here we go. There's that transformation. I like the fact that we're going to see this sort of transformation, but in 2 different ways. Because there's the old Tech Broly transformation. And then here's the... Well, I guess we're going to skip it because we want to save the active skill. He can use his active skill. I thought it was from the next turn. Can be activated after just after transformation. So yeah, okay. So what is his defense start of turn? 257. I mean, it's not dissimilar from the other Broly, although my Broly is only 55%. But of course, the other Broly on this turn after transforming has 76% damage reduction, and gets a bunch of extra defense before getting hit as well. So I guess we'll do that and just hope for the best that we don't kill. So new Movie 10 Tech LR Broly once transformed. 12 key super, raise attack and defense for 1 turn. Colossal damage, greatly lower defense. The 18 key, greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn. Mega colossal damage, massively lower defense. And then his passive, key plus 4, attack and defense 220%, additional attack and defense 120%, and launch an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super when performing a super attack. Chance of performing a crit 6% for extreme class allies for 2 turns. That's very random, 6%. Additional attack 166% and guards all attacks when performing an ultra super. Then an additional attack 100% when the target enemy is attack down or defense down. Additional key 4 and launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super when facing only 1 enemy, and then 6 key and a guaranteed additional super when facing 2 enemies. So that means he can get 3 attacks as long as we get the ultra super. He's getting 3 attacks. One has a high chance to become a super, the other has a great chance, and then obviously he has the hidden potential. Mine only has 11 additional, so it's like 22% chance, but it does get rolled for like a couple of times. So let's see what happens here. So we'll get the full 24 key. We got the support from the Turles army as well. Like I say, hopefully he is the enemy is attack down and defense down as well, so he is actually going to get the extra attack boost. So yeah, I imagine this is going to be quite a big number, right? Because as you saw from his passive in terms of numbers, he gets less defense than in base because he doesn't get that big extra chunk when doing an ultra super. But he has guard and his attack just goes up by a crazy amount. So let's see how much he's going to do here. Of course, this guy's just going off getting additionals. If we desperately needed him to get additionals, we'd be getting normals or nothing. But all right, so what have you got for me? 54 million. And that's not on the active skill turn. Hello? So just a casual 54 million there from Tech BROLY. That's a bit spicy. You got locked in the middle. I mean, I guess that's fine for you, but what's so funny actually, in terms of keeping this guy at his defensive peak for the longest possible time, I could actually just not even transform him and just active skill with Cell Max, but in fact, maybe I will do that. I've still got the animations on, but that's fine. Oh wait, no I don't. Alright, yeah, I'm going to turn the animations on when we use BROLY's active skill. But yeah, so now I don't need to transform this guy, which means he's not going to do any damage, which is actually good. And then I won't get the 24 key with you. We'll get a super with you, because obviously you kind of need all the help you can get here. But even though Cell Max is going to take all the hits this turn, might as well get some stacks for Int BROLY. Damn, 54 million, that's crazy. That's with the support from the Turles army, which is good, obviously. They give a decent amount of support, but yeah, 54 million on the non-active skill turn. And remember, his active skill gives him a multiplicative attack buff. So his attack, like, on the active skill turn is going to be ridiculous. The only problem is, this event, the stages do get weaker as you go on. So there is the distinct possibility that if we do get into the next phase, of course, because we might just kill him here, but or we might not kill him. But there is the distinct possibility that Tech BROLY in slot 1, movie 8 BROLY just kills him before movie 10 BROLY gets to attack. So you might have to put the movie 10 Tech BROLY in slot 1, which is not really what we want to do. Otherwise, we risk potentially not getting the chance of seeing him attack. Although the next turn's Boo Piccolo. Are we going to one-turn Boo Piccolo? We might do. Because, yeah, what I want to do here is Senzu Bean to break the lock, because I don't want AGL BROLY in slot 1. This rotation is going to be ridiculous for damage. Like, imagine if this was actually a tough event and we just got into a new phase of a new boss. We could transform... I kind of want to just do that just to see the attack stat. Because if I transform this guy, right, we get his domain active, then use this guy's active skill. I mean, slot 1, we do risk taking a super, but he supered in the last slot of the last turn. So I don't know what his super cooldown is, but I'm going to assume that he isn't going to get a super attack here. I don't know, but if he does, that would be unfortunate. But so with the domain buff from AGL BROLY, we're at 267. That's the thing, he doesn't even get the guard until he's done the ultra super. That's the problem. So, I don't know, let's go for it. It's a shame we can't bring 2 items, because I would have brought a Whis or something, but because this event does have the sealing and locking, which is annoying for showcases, I wanted to make sure we had the item to cancel out the status effects. But so Broly's active skill, big buff. So just to double check, like here, show what his active skill does. Key plus 24, so guaranteed 24 key super, 48% attack. So bear in mind he got 54 million last time. That was with the support from the Turles army though, which we obviously don't have now. But he also has the Broly domain buff. So yeah, let's see how we get on here. We shouldn't get supered in slot 1, right? Yeah. 65 million. Okay. Jeez. 65 million. And then bear in mind he could potentially do 2 more like 12 key supers after that as well, from his passive, and then there's the hidden potential, so he could do 3 more supers after that, which is just crazy. So I should have turned this off. Ah, well, we'll get the Turles eating the fruit in here, why not? Yeah, I think with this guy, with this turn, with Broly, the other tech Broly transforming, Cell Max, the support from the Turles army, we should 1-turn this guy. And then as long as the movie 8 Broly on the next rotation doesn't kill Buff Boo, we'll get to see Tech Broly attack again. But yeah, what an absolutely ridiculous EZA. 54 million on the non-active skill turn with the support from the Turles army. Then with no support outside of the domain buff and the active skill active, 65 million. Oh, of course he stunned him. Will these guys be able to finish him off? Cell Max doesn't get support from the Turles army, but he is fully built up because of his active skill turn. So he's hitting a 33 mil here. Really, he did 1 additional normal, bruh. I mean, these guys are at 23. I mean, they might kill him, to be fair. They get a guaranteed additional super from getting 24 key. So oh, it's going to be close. I really don't want him to survive with a small amount of HP. It's very annoying for getting the most out of showing off Broly. But bruh, come on. Well, there's nothing we can do, unfortunately, because he's probably going to super in slot 1, which he always does, and stuns. Like this guy stuns in slot 1 almost every single time. At least that means he will stun this tech Broly. But watch him now not super in slot 1, because I've said that. Yeah, typical. I mean, we saw from the previous turn though with the Buhan that like even if it's not a super, this tech Broly is not made for tanking in slot 1. So, but yeah, unfortunately, I don't think there's any way we can not kill Buff Boo in 1 turn. Like, because obviously the team works so well, and all the units are so good. Like, I can't like miss supers with anyone or anything like that. And we got the domain up. Like, yeah, there's absolutely 0 chance that he survives this turn. I can't not get an 18 key super with the movie 8 Broly here. Everyone else is at like a 24 key almost guaranteed anyway. So I think we're probably just absolutely murderizing the Buff Boo here. The friend one only just getting the transformation and then the active skill on this turn. Yeah, there's no way he lives. Well, there you go. So Tech LR Broly, absolutely insane. Now, it's all about the damage, right? So he is a unit 100% that if you take him into tougher events, he will get killed by a super attack. He would get killed, for example, by like, you know, Blue Gogeta's post-super AoE, like does quite a lot of damage. If he hasn't super attacked first, he's just one of those units, right? He has to attack first in order to get all his defense, which I don't mind those kind of units if, you know, they are damage dealers and what they're bringing to the table is a ridiculous amount of damage. And oh boy, 65 million on the active skill turn. Like, we didn't even get to see what the 12 key supers would look like on that turn, but we're probably talking over 30 million for the 12 keys, which he can then do 3 of potentially with the hidden potential. So you'd be looking at over 150 million attack stat worth of supers in that one turn. And bearing in mind, once he transforms, all of his supers raise his defense. That's why he doesn't get as much from his passive compared to the non-transformed, because he does actually raise defense on both of his supers. So he seems absolutely ridiculous. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. We will obviously take him into some other events and try him out. I might do one of those ones where we just take him into like Beast, Blue Gogeta and Cell Max Stage 2 all in the same video, because yeah, this guy is wild. So let me know what you think of TEQ LR Broly's EZA down below in the comment section. I saw people when his details came out saying he looked mid, so I don't know about that. I mean, you could say that defensively, I guess, but the trade-off is like big funny numbers when it comes to damage, which we do like to see sometimes. So let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out all the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.